A Travis County judge is expected to issue a ruling soon that will provide clarity about the Dallas police and fire pension funding plan.
While we await the ruling, there were some tense moments at the pension fund meeting with the city's hired consultant. Fox 4's Lori Brown is in Dallas tonight with the story. Lori.
Steve, one sticking point between some Dallas City Council members and the pension fund has been if the pension board is doing enough to increase its return on investments. Today, pension board members questioned the city's consultant about a report they felt was one-sided.
Some of these kind of offhanded side comments were very damaging to the work that we are trying to do.
First of all, I've been very clear about to the city that this is a very experienced, qualified board.
Dory Wiley, president and CEO of Commerce Street Holdings, was hired by the city of Dallas to be an independent consultant about the state of the pension. For years, the pension fund has struggled financially from a legacy of bad investments that the current pension board is still trying to correct. The city will be on the hook for billions of dollars to help keep the fund solvent, which is why Dallas hired a consultant to look at the fund's performance. Thursday's board meeting revealed tensions between that city consultant and pension trustees.
And I wanted to meet with you on this, and you stiff-armed me.
Okay? I didn't stiff-arm you.
Yes, you did. You said you would not meet with me.
I did because you met with another trustee, and at the end of the meeting, you threatened to sue him.
No, I did that at the beginning of the meeting.
Okay, well.
I did it at the beginning of the meeting. I had very good cause.
So I decided there was no.
But that's from the libel comments he did in a public meeting.
Wiley later clarified.
And I'm not interested in suing anyone, to be honest with you.
One of the issues, the comparisons of the Dallas plan to Houston.
But it's a goal.
This has been the comparison that's led or has kind of been intimated that we are not doing our job.
No one has said you're not doing your job. We were specifically requested by the city, hey, will you compare us to Houston MEPS?
The Houston police, they were 60-something% funded. They received $1 billion from the city. So if the city of Dallas wanted to give the Dallas Police and Fire Pension $1 billion, I think then you can compare them to the Houston Police.
Trustee Mark Malveaux criticized the Commerce Street report by not including the pension fund's plan.
And that impression is damning. And the part that's missing is the part that would give people confidence in the people sitting around the board and on the IAC. That's a big problem.
Yeah, you knocked the ball out of the park. I 100% agree with you.
Then Wiley revealed
the city did not take all of our advice about A, what the scope of this ought to be, B, how it ought to be approached, C, about the public part of it, and D, we didn't get enough input from you guys. We got some, but not near all. Okay? We didn't advocate that. They did. The intention is pure. We want to help.
Whatever the Travis County judge rules in the case between the pension fund and the city, either side may go to lawmakers to try to get new legislation. One of the big issues is if retirees should receive a stipend that does not keep up with inflation or a cost of living adjustment.